100 mark. I know you wanted to see that before we got done with
Yes.
this lovely February.
Beautiful.
Yes, definitely beautiful stuff. But as you guys continue to get after it, we got to talk about the jackpots that just went out yesterday, as we had two different jackpots go out yesterday.
That's right. Our first one went out to Jared 1. They were playing over at Best Western Kelly in Green Mill, and they ended up taking home $918.
Yeah, good job, Jared 1. Next up on Monday, we had Brother 9 over at Chart House, taking home $770. I'm pretty sure both those prizes ended up going out during our Skull Bingo games yesterday.
All right.
So definitely awesome stuff to Jared 1, as well as Brother Nate. Definitely a nice jackpots there. And we're hoping to give out some jackpots today, as I mean, that major prize is definitely looking doable, at least at some point throughout today.
Oh, absolutely. You guys better stick around. We're looking to give out a lot of these awesome prizes to you guys, and hopefully we can give them out soon, as we are clicked back past all three of our major prizes. We are working towards that $12.80 Musco prize with Tommy and Don Doe, both 2 balls away, but we'll have to see if there's a bunch of other players who can get a line as well. And hopefully you guys can take home some jackpots. But if you guys want to take home some other jackpots other than in our regularly scheduled bingo, we released an awesome E-Tab game to you guys just last Thursday. It's technically a re-release because it's back and better than ever, and that's Finnegan's Gold, back in time for some St. Patty's Day action. But we do have our winners of this round.
Yeah, $12.80 being split up between 3 different players. Nan Sis over at Broadway Pizza Coon Rapids, Tommy over at VFW Zumbrota, and Terry S over at Rax Bar. All of them splitting up that nice $12.80 Musco prize in this game number 1. We will now be getting rolled into a game number 2 with that minor prize. Once again, clicking up from 52 to 54 balls or less. Well, I guess it's the first time today that it's clicked up in ball count. So 54 balls or less for this minor prize. We'll see as it gets more exciting as we continue to go through these games.
Oh, absolutely. But I was just letting you guys know about Finnegan's Gold, and there's a little bit more you guys need to know before you head on over and check it out, because there are 4 different bonus rounds in that game. That's right. There's an instant wheel bonus, a wheel bonus, a balloon bonus, even that free play round that you guys can win as well. Unlocking more of those grids of symbols in that free play will lead you to even more potential wins. It's going to be a lot of fun, and you guys better go check it out.
Yeah, definitely check out the re-release of that new and improved E-Tab game, Finnegan's Gold. Definitely, like you said, right on time for St. Patty's Day, which is under a month away.
That's right.
Super exciting stuff. But today we are celebrating a little Mardi Gras action.
Oh,
so
yeah.
party here at the broadcast, because we are having a boatload of fun. Hopefully you guys are having a lot of fun as well, wherever you're out playing. But if you guys want to stay up to date with all Pilot Games action, we'd love for you guys to give us a like and follow on our Facebook page. All you gotta do is search up Pilot Games and click on our logo. Then you'll be able to see weekly bingo schedules, event details and reminders, big progressives, player pictures, and so much more. There's also a website link at the top of our Facebook page that is our link tree, which has links to bar locations, our other socials, and more there as well. But if you guys haven't checked out our Facebook page just yet today, we just put out that we are going to be playing a $50 buy-in game tonight at 7:55. It should be some really, really great stuff, as those $50 buy-in games always have some massive prizes able to be won, as 10 players in that game will be taking home some huge prizes.
Oh, absolutely. You guys will not want to miss out on it. So make sure you guys are coming out for that MegaSota game night tonight at 6:40, and that awesome the grand finale game?
Yes.
All right, at 7:55. You guys will not want to miss out on it. But staying up to date with everything happening with our Pilot Games, our Facebook page is the place you guys definitely need to go check out, as that's where we just found out about that awesome high roller game that's going to be happening tonight. So you guys can keep up with all of our weekly bingo schedules, event details, progressives, player pictures, and even utilize that link tree if you head on over to our Facebook page and give us a like and follow under Pilot Games. That way, once you click that website link, if you utilize our link tree, it's got direct links to social medias, pgl.world. Did you already say this?
Yes.
All right. I was like, oh, that smile's knowing. I'm definitely repeating something.
Yeah, it's so good we had to say it twice,
Absolutely.
I guess. But we got to get into our live bingo schedule, as you guys can find that live bingo schedule on our Facebook page. But why wait and just listen to us right now, as we'll be playing Game Day Bingo from 12 all the way till 1, getting after these great prizes right here. Then we'll get into one game of Lucky 4 Bingo at 1 p.m. $87,255 available in that one. Should be some great stuff, as you'll have 2 more opportunities at that Lucky 4 Bingo prize if it doesn't go out at 1 p.m.
Absolutely, but after that, you'll have to go through an entire 1 to 4 span of some uninterrupted, unhosted game day bingo before you get to that next opportunity for Lucky 4. But whatever these cash prizes grow to the end of our lunchtime show at 1 p.m., that's you guys get to pick right back up after that first round of Lucky 4 and play all the way through until 4 p.m. But right at 4, that's when Ian is going to be back with you guys. With John, you're going to be playing that second round of Lucky 4 bingo and about 23 games of Skull bingo. We are starting out with that line prize at $0 at 10 balls or less, but it stays at that ball count as you guys grow that prize quickly. We have a large trim at $5,181 at 43 balls or less, and a coverall jackpot $61,961 at 50 balls or less.
Yeah, definitely some great stuff there in Skull Bingo. And ending off that happy hour with that little Lucky 4 Bingo final opportunity at 6 p.m. where it could be your final opportunity at $87,000 if it didn't go out at that 1 or 4 p.m. opportunities. After that, you get into Game Day Bingo. That normally runs from 6 all the way till 10 o'clock, but there will be a little interruption in the middle, but you'll still have more opportunities at that mega, major, and minor prize in Game Day Bingo, wherever they left off at that final 4 p.m. opportunity. But it will be interrupted in the middle of it tonight as we got a MegaSota game night tonight. We already mentioned it a little bit as we're going to be running that $50 buy-in tuxedo special game, which will be a lot of fun. But at 6:40 every single Tuesday, we like to do this MegaSota game night. We give out a lot of PGL points, and Tony and Nikki are always here trying to give out their best PGL game action.
But we're giving out some prizes here ourselves as Leah is over at the Spare Time Tavern, taking home $19.90. Nicely done on this round number 2. We're about to get enrolled in a third round of Game Day Bingo with that minor prize clicking up to 56 balls or less. Make sure you guys get enrolled.
Oh yeah, but I was talking about MegaSota game night. There will be a great game of Jackpot Jungle in that MegaSota game night. In 54 balls or less, you could take home $10,980. Should be great stuff in all those games during MegaSota game night tonight. But the following night, we have a Wild Wednesday. It comes to you guys 7 o'clock every single Wednesday. I'm going to be here for sure, giving out a bunch of PGL points, a bunch of great prizes, and we like to end off that Wild Wednesday with a little bit of Game Day Bingo action, which is always a lot of fun.
Oh, absolutely. You guys will not want to miss out on it. So make sure you guys are coming out for our specialty nights tonight, MegaSota game night at 6:40, and tomorrow night, Wild Wednesday, 7 o'clock till 9. It is definitely a lot of fun. You make sure you guys are signed up at PGL.world if you want to earn those PGL points that happen on those specialty nights.
For sure.
But as you guys get enrolled in the next 1.5 minutes, we have some exciting national days to get into with you guys. And okay, so there's 2 different names for this day.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that you actually call it Punchki Day. But the National Sweet Holiday of Punchki Day takes place on the day before Ash Wednesday. The Polish tradition in indulging of fried dough filled with jams, custard, and other sweet surprises dates all the way back to the Middle Ages. I am a huge Punchki fan.
Really?
Absolutely. See, I knew this as Fat Tuesday, but Fat Tuesday is technically a separate national day that also happens on this.
Yes, exactly. It's not meant for just Punchkis.
See, I thought that was the whole point of today.
No.
I grew up all my entire life. I also thought I was Polish for a good part of my life, but my family just really enjoys Polish traditions and food, I guess. And every Fat Tuesday, we have Punchkis.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Awesome stuff. Punchkis, I mean, super tasty treat for a lot of people. I don't think I'm as big because I'm not a huge jam-filled donut guy.
Oh, see, we get the custard ones too, and they're like so good.
Yeah, those seem really, really tasty. I've never had a custard punchki.
Have you ever had a punchki?
Yes, I've had punchkis before. Yeah, I've had a lot of them throughout my life. We used to sell them at the front of the school every Fat Tuesday. Like, everyone would go and buy a punchki, bring $1 in to school so that they could have their own in the morning. So that was always super fun, especially when I was in high school. And so happy Punchki Day. I mean, definitely enjoy a punchki on today.
I wish I could. Yes, I'd have to say my favorite kind of punchki is actually the jam-filled ones, though.
Okay.
I personally really, really enjoy blueberry punchkis.
Ooh, that sounds super, super tasty. Well, a lot of people should be enjoying punchkis on today, as it is one of the main ways to celebrate Fat Tuesday is having a good punchki in the morning. So make sure you guys are coming out there and getting after some great, tasty action.
Absolutely.
But we do have some great gaming action that we're having right now. 15 balls dropped as we got players already 16 balls away. We'll see if they can get closer as we already got that minor prize at 56 balls or less. But continuing on with our National Day action, this one doesn't really fit with the rest of the national days, as this is National Grain-Free Day. Feels a little, you know,
Out of
counter
place.
to the Fat Tuesday theme, but National Grain-Free Day on February 21st inspires families and friends to gather and enjoy each other's company over grain-free meals. What a remarkable way to devote an entire day to loved ones who cope with dietary limitations. Not only does the day create a way to recognize the difficulties of a restricted diet, but it celebrates the family and brings everyone back into the kitchen for a meal designed just for them.
I'm sure you could find some gluten-free punchkis.
Yeah, maybe. I have no idea.
I don't know if they'd necessarily be great, but
No, but they probably
I'm sure
exist
you
at some
could.
somewhere. But yeah, grain-free day. There's a lot of people that have dietary restrictions and have to eat a certain way, and so today's a great day to highlight. You know, as we are just eating to our heart's content on this Fat Tuesday, we are kind of getting into a great, you know, little highlight to be able to, you know, maybe think about other people's dietary restrictions when making food today, and maybe think about making a grain-filled dinner or a grain-free lunch or something like that to celebrate this national day.
absolutely. Happy National Grain-Free Day. Next up, we have the day of all days, Fat Tuesday. And the last day, but before I talk about it, we got a winner.
Unluck Me One over at Boudreaux's Bar 2, taking home $19.80. I am stealing that luck from you right now, and you are now unlucked. And so maybe you'll be able to take home a nice prize with that non-luck that you just asked for. And so now we're going to be getting enrolled into a game number 4. But good job to Unluck Me One, taking home 19 bucks. As we're getting enrolled into this game number 4, we have that minor prize clicking up from 56 to 58 balls or less, $143 already available in this game. But we are just about to get into Fat Tuesday.
That's right, and it happens on the last day of Carnival and the day before Ash Wednesday, as what Fat Tuesday is the intervening of a period of festivals and feasts that leads to a time of fasting and reflection, also known as Shrove Tuesday and Mardi Gras. This enduring celebration has many traditions and keeps deep roots around the world.
Definitely awesome stuff. Fat Tuesday is always super interesting, but let's see if we can find out a little bit more information about Fat Tuesday on this day. Yeah, I got a few fun facts about Fat Tuesday, and carnival season begins much earlier than you may realize. It's actually a 12-day parading period that they celebrate the Mardi Gras season. That's really, really cool stuff.
Yeah, I've seen people celebrating for the past 2 weeks already.
Each parade is run by a different crew. Did you know that?
Yeah, I mean, there's in New Orleans alone, there's like 70 different parades going on a day.
Oh, for sure.
It's insane.
It's illegal to not wear a mask on board a float during
Oh,
Mardi Gras. So
that's funny. You gotta be festive.
you must wear a mask. Crews choose a different theme for their parades each year. That's really cool.
I love that.
And the tradition of parading dates back to 1856, actually.
I want to go so bad. Each crew has a system of royalty.
Really? That's interesting. Each parade kicks off with a crew leader. Next comes the king or queen, followed by the maids and dukes before the rest of the members. I did not realize that. If you want to keep Mardi Gras family friendly, avoid the French Quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
It's like the bead quarter.
That would make sense, as that's kind of one of the
It's a very adult place. It's like a lot of clubs and lounges in the French Quarter.
Yes. Mention one phrase will score you beads at parades, apparently. The magic words, throw me something, mister, as floats pass by, and watch as crew members happily toss you beads and toys.
I feel like we need to have like beads on for Mardi Gras today.
Yeah,
Maybe a mask.
I feel like we got some beads somewhere in the office that we're gonna be I'll be throwing on at least before happy hour action. But want to ride on a float? It will cost you, actually. Yeah, payment is not, there is a payment membership fee. Crew membership dish out major cash for beads, costumes, security, cleanup crews, and Mardi Gras
sure.
balls each year after year. Luckily, many crews allow members to take a break for a year as long as they send a friend to ride and pay in their place.
Yeah, it seems like a lot that goes into these.
Oh, yeah.
It's rarely ever been canceled in New Orleans. The only time I think it's really ever been canceled was the year of COVID.
Yeah,
it was 2020.
2021, and then when yellow fever in 1870s.
Wow, that's crazy.
That is insane. So only 2 times. Beads aren't the only thing you can score for free at Mardi Gras parades. Yeah, let's find out. Crews of Muses and the first all-group crew.
The Muses, like from Hercules.
Spectators look for rare bedazzled shoes, while painting coconuts are the big prize at Zulu Social Aid and Pleasure Club. If you're after one of those, stand as close to the float as possible. Crew members won't throw anything too heavy to avoid hurting spectators.
That's fun.
Yeah, very interesting stuff.
King cake is an indicator that the carnival season has begun. Yes, I actually looked up a list of food ideas that you're supposed to eat to celebrate this day.
Oh, okay. Well, king cake is one of those. And last fun fact is that Mardi Gras isn't the only celebration in New Orleans. The Big Easy may be home to one of the most well-known celebration, but plenty of other places have their own takes on this festival.
We do have Tommy at VFW Sombrota taking home $25. Nicely done in this round number 4. We're about to get enrolled in a round number 5 now. Make sure you guys are getting enrolled and press and play.
Oh, yeah. But the first carnival celebration originates in Nice, France. Nice, France, while Rio de Janeiro, Quebec City, and Trinidad and Tobago all have their own celebrations as well. Looking for more local ways to celebrate Mardi Gras? Head to Mobile, Alabama or St. Louis, Missouri.
Yeah, I thought it started in Rio de Janeiro. I wasn't sure that it started in Nice, though. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, super interesting stuff. Well, you have some fun food ideas for it?
Yeah, and king cake was actually the first on the list. We have king cake, beignets, crawfish etouffee, jambalaya, or even just the tried and true crawfish boil.
Definitely some awesome stuff there.
I could eat in New Orleans today.
Ooh,
that's for sure.
Definitely awesome stuff. Happy Mardi Gras on today. Hopefully you guys are celebrating on this lovely Fat Tuesday, as it's going to definitely a lot of people are having fun on today.
And if you guys didn't know, king cake is like a bundt pan cake, and it's typically like vanilla and cinnamon and just like a big cinnamon roll cake, essentially, that's decorated for Mardi Gras.
Definitely some awesome stuff. Well, happy Fat Tuesday. Next up and final day on this National Day list is National Sticky Bun Day. National Sticky Bun Day on February 21st recognizes a delicious pastry that comes rolled up and dipped with a sweet sugary topping. They're perfect with a hot cup of coffee in the morning or as an after-dinner sweet.
Absolutely. I could definitely go for a sticky bun right about now.
Sticky buns, super tasty, and you can't really go wrong with them. And, you know, this is probably what I would more prefer to celebrate my Fat Tuesday with, is a sticky bun over a punchki.
Oh, I want a punchki for sure.
Yeah.
Are sticky buns like honey buns?
No, sticky buns are, strictly buns are a type of sticky buns are a type of dessert or breakfast sweet made a sweet rolled with generally consists of rolled pieces of
chopped pecans,
leavened dough, sometimes containing brown sugar or cinnamon, compressed together to form a kind of flat loaf corresponding to the size of the pan in which they are being baked.
It's kind of like a caramely nut loaf compared to a cinnamon roll.
Yeah, it definitely looks super tasty. I mean, I would love
Yeah, look at
a
that.
sticky bun. It's been a while since I've had a true
Ooh.
sticky bun.
I don't think I've ever had a sticky bun.
You don't think you've ever had one? Ooh, they are so tasty
That looks so good.
with the pecans on top.
Even without them, look at
really
that.
enjoy it. Yeah, but I feel like when it becomes without the pecans on top, I feel like it's less of a sticky bun and more of a cinnamon roll.
Or like a honey bun. I feel like I would really like with pistachios or something.
Ooh, pistachios would
Yeah,
definitely be tasty
because I feel
on
like that would be like almost a mix of a honey bun like meets baklava flavor, and I feel
Ooh.
like that would be so good.
Yeah, I think that would be really, really tasty as well.
Yeah, I want to see if there is a
One with pecans.
pistachios.
Oh, pistachios.
Yeah,
That
there
seems
is.
weird.
It's sweet potato buns with pistachio.
That
Yeah.
seems gross. I don't like it. I'm sure the taste isn't that bad, but it just looks gross.
Why? Because pistachios are green?
Yes, exactly.
You're so
And they
weird.
should not be on green stuff should not be on
You
something
like
like
baklava.
that.
It's like the flaky, like pastry with honey and stuff that I get when we're in Brighton with my parents.
Yeah, is that green?
It's got pistachios in it.
But is it green?
In between the layers of the phyllo dough, yes.
But you can't see it. As long
You're a
as I couldn't
child.
see it, then it would. I'm just saying it looks wrong. I'm not saying that it's not going to taste good. I actually
I
said
think-
that it would probably taste good.
Oh,
I
it's
just
gonna
said that it
taste
looks
great.
wrong. Which I completely agree. I completely say that I stick to my opinion that it looks wrong.
You're entitled to that. That's all right. I
But-
think it tastes, or it looks delicious.
Definitely awesome stuff
Happy
here.
sticky bun
Yeah,
day.
happy sticky bun. Enjoy on all the food you can on today. As
Today's the day to eat.
yeah, it's Fat Tuesday. We do have a winner here taking home $39.60. Kirby over at American Legion Fridley taking home the must-go in this game number 6. Or game number 5 of Game Day Bingo. We are now going to get enrolled into a game number 6 with that minor prize still growing, clicking up from 60 to 62 balls or less. High likelihood we could see it go out as we saw Kirby just take home that must-go at 62 balls. Just need that exact same ball count once again to have a shot at this $229 prize.
Oh, absolutely. But happy National Fat Tuesday Day, Punchki Day. It is also Grain-Free Day as well as National Sticky Bun Day.
It's grain-free day. So misplaced in
It
the
is.
national day list on today.
And these are such like carb-heavy like desserts as well.
Oh, for sure, 100%. Like each one of it, like Fat Tuesday's about the carbs.
Yeah.
I feel like it's all about the grains.
It's all about the dough.
And then it's like grain-free day. I don't know why they decided to put it on the
maybe
same
throw
day
in a
as Fat.
salad with your punchkis.
Yeah, but I guess it's probably grain-free day doesn't always land on the Tuesday.
Yeah.
And so then it just happens that, you know,
It
it's,
just was misplaced this
yeah,
year.
you should just not put it anywhere close to
Punchkis or honey buns.
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
sticky buns, I
it
should
feels
say.
like it's just wrong. But happy to celebrating all those national days, especially Fat Tuesdays. That's the biggest day of today. But if you guys want to get a little bit of Twins action, as we are deep in the Twins offseason, not a lot of news happening with our Minnesota Twins, but you guys can get some great Twins action by playing the great E-Tab game, Twins Win. You can see right here behind me, as that is we are the only place you can find a Twins themed E-Tab game. You guys can even check out the Home Run Derby bonus round in that game to see if you can win some Grand Slam prizes.
Oh, absolutely. It's a great way to show your support and a great way to take home some cash. But I know you guys are out there playing right now hoping to take home some cash. But if you end up taking home some of those prizes, you also take home points towards our Game Day Bingo standings. You guys have been competing tooth and nail this season 13, and I'm going to jump right on in because in 10th place we got 1308 over at the Red Fox Tavern with 23,000 points. 9th place it's Funk at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. They currently sit with 24,000. Then we have a tie in 7th place between Mindy May at HR Pesties and Rich over at Shady's Railside, both with 25,000 points. Then we have another tie going on, this time in 5th place between Mike at Big Louie's Bar and Grill New Brighton and Bucko of the Green Lantern. They both sit with 27,000. But with 34,000 points in 4th place, we have Spike playing at Maynard's of Excelsior. 3rd place is Bull at Corner Bar and Goodhue with 45,000 points. With exactly 50,000 points in 2nd place, we have Tanya playing at Plum's Bar Neighborhood Bar and Eatery. And in 1st place, we have Bobo playing at Corner Bar and Goodhue. They have 57,000 points.
Well, good job to all the players in those Game Day Bingo standings. Absolutely killing it. We do have balls dropping in this game number 6 of Game Day Bingo. We can see if we can give out this minor prize at 62 balls or less. But while you guys are getting after these prizes, I got the location side of these standings I'm going to get into. In 10th place, we have Flamers with 48,000 points. With 59,000 points in 9th place, the final location outside the 50,000 point club, we got Maynards of Excelsior. Moving into that 50,000 point club, previously in 7th, now in 8th, we got Plum's Neighborhood Bar and Eatery with 50,000 points. Moving past Plum's Neighborhood Bar and Eatery, moving from 8th all the way to 7th place, we have VFW Spring Lake Park getting into the 50,000 point club with 51,000 points. With 52,000 points in 6th place, we have Outtakes.
Yeah.
In 5th place, we have the Chart House with 57,000 points. 3rd place, we actually have another two-way tie between former 4th place location Sherwood Lounge and already 3rd place Shady's Railside. They both sit with 68,000 points. With 108,000 points in 2nd place, we have Corner Bar Goodhue. And in 1st place, we have Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards with 130,000 points. Good job to all of our locations and players killing it in these game day bingo games, as you guys are earning some points for these standings as you play right now.
Absolutely, but hopefully we're looking to give out this minor prize in this round, and if you guys didn't know, just then and only then is that when that minor prize clicks back all the way down to 52 balls or less each time it goes out. Each round it does not go out, it clicks up 2 ball counts for you guys, trying to grow and grow as that prize does for you guys. The only other time that that ball count will reset on that minor is each morning when we come in fresh-faced and ready to take on our bingo playing day. But after that, that's when it just keeps on growing until you guys take it home.
Yeah, definitely some awesome stuff there. Definitely play a lot of game day bingos. We're always giving out that minor jackpot throughout these games. But if you guys aren't having any luck in these games, well, before I get into what you can play outside of these live bingo games, we do have some winners here. Ryan over at Main Street Sports Bar, Brenda over at JB's Tavern, Grandma over at TB3's, Jess over at VFW Little Falls, Jordan over at Carboni's, Ryan over at Main Street Sports Bar in Glencoe, and Brenda over at JB's Tavern. All of them splitting up $43 on that must-go prize. Good job to all of our winners in this game, as we are now going to be getting rolled into a game number 7 with that minor prize clicking up again from 62 to 64 balls or less, closing in on $300. If you guys want an opportunity at this one, you only have 2 minutes and 10 seconds to get enrolled.
Oh, absolutely. But after this prize goes out, if you're looking to play something else, we got some awesome games we offer here at Pilot, and those are our E-tabs. Right now we're listening to Finnegan's Gold, the latest one that just got released last Thursday. It's a re-release and it's back and better than ever. It's an awesome theme with some great cash prizes on the line, and not to mention 4 different bonus rounds. We have the instant win, the balloon bonus, the wheel bonus, and even the free play that you guys can win as well. It's a lot of fun, but if that doesn't sound up to your speed, we have over 70 different charitable E-tab games that you guys can choose to play at any time. They each have 85% payout and huge prizes up to $1,500. Each games have small bets between 50 cents and $5, awesome bonus rounds, and free play rounds as well.
Yeah, we love those E-tab games, so check out all the different options that are available for you guys, as they're all a lot of fun with all different themes. We do just have 1 minute and 15 seconds to get enrolled in this upcoming game. That minor prize already up to $343, able to take home in 54 balls or less. That major prize is over $4,000 now at 51 balls or less. If that major prize doesn't go out in this game, it will be clicking up from 51 to 52 balls or less, getting even more exciting. And then that mega prize, $32,643, you could take home in 48 balls or less. But while you guys are getting after in this game, me and Jordy have some music days in history to go over. And on today, in 1987, 26 years after becoming a hit in America, Ben E. King, Stand By Me, goes to #1 in the UK following the release in the movie of the same name, Stand By Me. Yeah, definitely awesome stuff.
Cute one. Stand By Me is a classic movie. Have you seen it?
I don't think I've ever seen Stand By Me. Maybe I have to just look it
like,
up, and once I see it, I remember it.
It's got Corey Feldman, and it's got like that, and just that group of young boys that were so iconic for their time, and they're just, yeah, it's a sad movie.
I've definitely seen I think I've seen a lot of clips from it.
It's where they like go into the river and they all get covered in leeches.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I definitely definitely seen clips from it, but I don't think I've ever watched the complete movie.
It's cute. It's sad. It's like My Girl, you know? Like, it's just one of those kind of coming of age classic films with like iconic actors like Corey Feldman in it.
And obviously pushed Stand By Me, the song, up to #1 in the UK, which is definitely some really cool stuff. Iconic movie, iconic song for Benny King, as he, deserved mass popularity all around the world. Surprising that it took him 26 years to get his, songs going over in the UK.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, that song has stood the tell of time. It's still
for sure.
It's listened to everywhere, and so maybe today is the day to maybe watch the movie or just give Stand By Me a listen.
Oh yeah, I wonder how many weddings that's been the wedding song too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because that's got to be just a boatload of wedding songs. Like, I wonder how many, I wonder if there's a statistic, like, per year, how many people have that as their wedding song. It just would be really, really funny. It's probably a statistic we'd never be able to actually find, but it's just funny to think about, as that is just so fitting for a, marriage song that I feel like it's probably used all the time.
Oh, absolutely. I'm sure we could find a list of, like, the most used first dance songs and stuff like that.
Yeah, but we'll get into our next day in music history.
In 2001, Johnny Cash gets out of the hospital where he is being treated for pneumonia and makes it to the Grammy Awards that following night, where he wins Best Male Vocal Country Performance for Solitary Man, his 10th Grammy.
Yeah,
such a good song.
Not that following night.
No, the
that
same night.
He went to the Grammys and got that award. I think crazy. Johnny Cash, just coming straight from the hospital over to the Grammys. I mean, just the Johnny Cash thing to do. But Solitary Man, definitely big hit
song.
for Johnny Cash. And, 10th Grammy for him. To hit the double digits on those Grammys is a huge monument to have.
And there it is. That minor is going out to Griff over at VFW Rochester. $359.03. Nicely done in this game number 7. We're about to be enrolled in a game number 8 now, so make sure you guys are getting enrolled and getting ready, because we're going to have that $75.30 tacked onto a double must go.
Yeah, it should be some great stuff. I don't think you'll have an opportunity at this minor prize in the first game, as that major prize is clicking up to 52 balls or less. So if you win it in 52 balls or less, you'll be taking home the major, not the minor. But that will quickly change, as if we don't give out that minor prize in the very first game, it will be clicking up from 52 to 54 balls or less. Make sure you guys are continuing to get enrolled into this game number 8 of Game Day Bingo. As you guys continue on these games, we have a little, highlight for you, as PGL.world is a great place to get information as well as a monthly newsletter. But not only that, it is also a place you need to sign up if you want to earn a spot on our PGL Top 10s. If you get signed up at PGL.world today, we'll actually get you highlighted in our new member spotlight. Send a little bit of luck out to you guys, maybe so that you can earn a lot of points tonight on that great MegaSota game night.
Oh, absolutely. We got T Verbo, Van, Strucker, Pap Hawk, The Pup, Frankie LLT 17, Pink Girl, T Money, Genie 28, Louie, Grammy, Irish Luck, Roxy Ninja, Geocard Jen, as well as Raw Jen, all signing up at PGL.world, all now members of the Pilot Gambling League.
Yeah, and should be trying to earn some points on these PGL Top 10 lists. And right now in 10th place on the player side, it's Bergar over at Southtown Lanes with 364,000 points. With 377,000 points in 9th place, we have OE50 over at the Stanchion Bar. 8th place is Nixon over at VFW Roseville with 378,000 points. With 395,000 points in 7th place, we have Sloppy over at Malone's Bar and Grill. 6th place is Big Dog over at Falls Bar with 396,000 points. With 429,000 points in 5th place, we have Devoided over at the Roadside. 4th place is Panda over at the Roadside with 512,000 points. With 526,000 points in 3rd place, we have Day's Dream over at Monty's Sports Bar. 2nd place is Sherber over at Broadway Pizza Brooklyn Park with 531,000 points. And with 666,000 points in 1st place, the favorite to get their name engraved on the Pilot Cup, it's Jake over at Eagles Albert Lay.
Oh yeah, but we got a long ways to go left in this season 13, and Jake is going to have to continue playing each week in and out if he wants to hold on to that #1 spot. On the location side of things, we get started in 10th place with Leo's Bar Newmarket. They currently sit with 1,241,480 points. 460 points, I'm sorry. Then in 9th place, we got the Stanchion Bar of Hamel. They have 1,360,575 points. Then in 8th place, it's Eagles Austin. They have 1,406,760 points. 7th place, it's Leo's Bar Newmarket, or Leo's Sports Bar Mazeppa. They have 1,407,940 points.
A little confusing since Leo's Bar Newmarket is right now in 10th place.
Yes.
Just got into those standings last week.
Now in 6th place, we got the Cabin Bar of Nicolette. They have 1,438,395 points. 5th place, it's American Legion Cleveland. They have 1,518,005 points. 4th place, it's the Alibi Gilbert. They have 1,727,660 points. 3rd place, it's the Benton Station of Sauk Rapids. They have 1,841,730 points. While in 2nd place, it's the PJ Supper Club of Avon, and they have 1,981,465 points and in a league of their own. And the only location in the 2 million point club in 1st place, it's Eagles Albert Lay. They have 2,299,940 points so far.
Yeah, the only location in that 2 million point club. Good job, Eagles Albert Lay, home to the #1 player, Jake. Should be some great stuff to see tonight, as those locations and players should be out there competing to stay in that top 10 or move up in these standings. We do have players getting after it in this game number 8. We got that Musco prize sitting at $108. So if we click past that 52 balls or less, we still have a nice prize on the line. We'll see if the prize goes out right here as we're moving past it to that $108 Musco. We'll see which lucky player takes it home as we get into a little bit of wild news, as they are 30, 21, and 5 right now on the season. And the Minnesota Wild led Nashville by 2 with less than 5 minutes to go. Before I get more into that game, we do have a winner.
That's right, Buddy over at Danny's Dugout is taking home that double Musco, $108.80 on this game number 8. We're now about to be enrolled into game number 9, so make sure you guys are getting enrolled and getting ready to our 4th to last game of this lunchtime show.
Oh yeah, definitely get enrolled and press play. But talking about, Minnesota led Nashville by 2 with less than 5 minutes to go when they lost it with 45 seconds left. Captain Jared Spurgeon gave his team a calm word of encouragement. Then, just like that, Spurgeon helped set up a go-ahead goal. Ryan Hartman knocked in a rebound off Jonas Broden's shot with 21 seconds left. A mere 26 seconds after Nino Near the Nashville player had just tied the game, and the Wild beat the Predators 4-3 on Sunday.
Is his last name really Nita Reader?
I have no idea.
Is that really his last name? That's awesome if it is. Nita Reader.
That's how it's spelled. I don't know if that's how it's pronounced.
I could be very wrong, but even if I'm not, I'm having way too much fun with it.
Well, good job to our Wild getting the nice win. Hopefully we continue on getting some wins, as today we're taking on the Kings at 7 p.m. We're on a 2-game win streak right now, which is a lot better, as we had been just dropping game after game, overtime losses, regular losses. It just felt like we couldn't get a win to, by any means.
No.
And so to finally get 2 wins in a row is absolutely huge for this team. And hopefully we can continue on that hot streak as we take on the Kings today at 7 p.m.
Oh, absolutely. And in the meantime, if you want to show your support for our Wild, you absolutely can by playing the awesome E-Type game that we teamed up with them for. Let's go Wild. You can even check out that Slapshot bonus round to take home some huge prizes. But from one ice to the other, we are jumping into our fishing report with you guys, and this is about Lake Winnie by Fish Rapper. This was done on February 17th. We fished Winnie this past weekend under ideal weather conditions, and we fished areas of the lake that no one else was accessing. Conservatively, I would say that about 60% of the lake has not been touched this year because of the travel conditions. While they did find some nice perch and decent numbers on one piece of mid-lake structure one afternoon, but there were just a few walleye. They drew a blank on a perch a second. They drew a blank on perch at a second, similar structure for the second day, but this time the second structure was full of walleye instead. I should expect the shallower flat bites to start getting more intense each week as we start heading towards spring.
Oh yeah, definitely some interesting stuff. Seem like the fish are moving, and a lot of places have already been fish dry, and so maybe those flat bites will end up working out for you guys as you continue on fishing throughout this winter fishing season, heading into the spring fishing season. Should be some great stuff. So hopefully you guys are reeling in some nice fish. And just like when you reel in a nice fish, you like to take a photo of it. When you reel in a nice jackpot, we love to see a player picture of it. All you got to do is hold up that jackpot message, give us a nice smile, and snap a photo. Or it can just be you holding up your favorite E-Tab game. Maybe you just with your best friends, your favorite bartender, you just by yourself having a good time playing Pilot Games. We love to see it. You can actually share those photos by direct messaging us on Facebook, by emailing them to jackpots@pilotgames.com, or you can post them onto any of the social media with the hashtag Pilot Games, and we should be able to find those as well and pick them up and show them off on our Facebook page, in rolling screen and all of that different places. We like to show off those player pictures.
Oh yeah, it's awesome. We love showcasing them any way we can, so make sure you guys send those pictures our way. But we are going to be hopping into some Vikings news as we got some stuff to talk about, as 2 Vikings contracts have officially been voided. That's right, on Monday at 3 p.m. Central Time, the contracts for both quarterback Patrick Peterson and defensive end Dalvin Tomlinson both voided, adding a total of $8.25 million in dead money to the salary cap. The concept of void years is a simple one that teams have been using more and more in the last few years to ease that salary cap situation for a specific year. The only problem is that when you have to eat that money on the salary cap at some time.
Yeah, so I mean, voiding it for this year definitely helps with the salary cap situation, but like they said in this, we will have to pay off that
$8.25 million.
Yes, at some point, and it's going to affect our salary cap at some point. We're just going to have to figure out how those years work around and figuring out how we can add in that $8.25 million at some point. But it's definitely a interesting concept, as we want to stay competitive right now. And to stay competitive, we're going to have to do some salary cap movements and stuff like that.
Oh, absolutely. But we got BJS. They're playing over at Fat Boys in New Germany, taking home that Musco prize, $21. Nicely done in this round number 9. We're about to be enrolled in round number 10 now. Only 3 more rounds left that we're going to be here live with you guys for. So make sure you guys are grabbing those iPads and getting enrolled, as that minor prize clicks up to 56 balls or less.
Yeah, it should be some great stuff as you guys continue to get enrolled into this game number 10. But as we continue talking about our Vikings, 2 contracts being voided, Patrick Peterson and Dalvin Tomlinson, meaning that we're going to have to pay their contracts just a little bit later down the road. Now, they'll still be getting paid. They won't affect our salary cap until later on, whenever we decide, whenever that happens. I'm not 100% sure on how voiding completely works, but I just know we don't have to deal.
It's almost like a deferral.
Yes, exactly. That's what it feels like. It's a deferral to the following season, and so hopefully we can figure out, do some really good cap management and be able to open up some space so that we can keep this team together and add as many pieces as we possibly can to make us better.
Oh, absolutely.
There's lots of reasons to also add a lot of salary cap. There's free agents that we definitely want to sign. There's I even saw, there's a cornerback, I'm blanking on his name, out of Arizona, 25-year-old who's going to be a free agent this year, has played really, really good snaps throughout his short young career, and during those snaps have looked really, really good. He's one of the more underrated cornerbacks and is looking for probably a payday coming around the corner. If we can open up enough salary cap for him, I would love to see him added to this roster, as that's one of our desperate needs, is getting a defensive back, and filling that in free agency means that we get to have more luxury picks within the draft, which is also a huge add to us, as we want to be setting up for the following years, whether it's wide receivers to set up or it's getting a backup quarterback to develop under Kirk Cousins. I think having those luxury picks are going to be something that are going to be highly valued during this offseason, as we try and sign some more of needs within the free agency.
Oh, absolutely. But in the meantime, if you want to show your support for our Vikings, you absolutely can by playing the awesome E-Tab game that we teamed up with them for, Vikings Victory. If you pick a lucky letter in the Skull bonus round, you can end up taking home some trophy prizes. It is a lot of fun and a great way to show your support.
Oh, yeah. I know we talked a lot about the draftees last season and who we got drafted. Now, between the 3 rookies that actually our new defensive coordinator mentioned, as he was like, I really am looking forward to developing these guys. Lewis Seen,
Yes.
Andrew Booth Jr.,
Yes.
and Brian Asamoah. All 3 of those guys he mentioned in particular that he thinks those guys have just really high upside playmaking ability, and he's very much looking forward to coaching them. Which one of those guys are you looking forward to the most if he can develop them to the point where they can start?
Booth Jr.
Booth Jr. Yeah, he's a fun player. He's got a little smack talk side to him too, that adds that like extra spice and confidence that you need from a cornerback. That I feel like every elite cornerback has. That that mentality of I can shut anyone down in the league, and he's got that mentality. Now it's just developing him to the point where he can actually go out there and shut down those wide receivers, and I think he has the ability to. So if I'm right with you, and that would probably be one of the biggest adds to this team if we could get another locked-in corner.
Absolutely. Well, that's a great one. So make sure you guys are showing your support for our Vikings, and we will keep you guys updated with every decision they make in their offseason. And you guys better come out for our happy hour stream tonight, because another way to show your support is by playing the awesome game that we have that's themed from Skull Bingo. Not to mention that we got some great prizes on the line for you guys to take home, and you guys compete against each other while you earn points while winning those Skull Bingo prizes.
Oh, yeah. And those players that have been killing it during that 4 to 6 time of Skull Bingo sit in this top 10, and in 10th place, we got Lover over at American Legion Spicer with 49,000 points. With 50,000 points, we actually have a 2-way tie between Sydney over at Maynard's of Excelsior and TGR over at KJ's Refuge. 7th place, it's Boots over at Trebek's Bar and Grill with 54,000 points. With 61,000 points, previously in 5th, getting bumped back to 6th, we have Kool-Aid over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. Now, previously in 6th, now in 5th, we have Brenda over at JB's Tavern with 70,000 points. With 77,000 points at 4th place, we have Jelly over at American Legion Stillwater. 3rd place is Call Me Jen over the Full Tilt Tavern with 84,000 points. And with 109,000 points in 2nd place, we have Brother Nate over at the Chart House, as the #1 player has a nice lead, Tanya over at JR Mac with 193,000 points.
We got Rich at Winners in Cold Spring, taking home that must-go prize, $25.20 in this game number 10. We're about to be enrolled in our second-to-last live game with you guys, slot game number 11, so make sure you guys are grabbing those iPads and getting enrolled.
Yeah, 58 balls or less on this minor as you guys are getting enrolled into this game number 11. Should be great stuff. So make sure you guys are getting enrolled, press and play. But as you guys are getting enrolled, we got the location side of the Skull Bingo standings.
That's right, because in 10th place, we got a Tides, the Muddy Cow of Coon Rapids, and Trail Stop Tavern. They both sit with 91,000 points. Then in 9th place, we got Danny's Dugout. They sit with 104,000. With 107,000 points in 8th place, it's the Full Tilt Tavern. Then we got a tie going on in 6th. It's VFW Dilworth tying it up with American Legion Stillwater, as they both sit with 123,000. With 134,000 points in 5th place, we got Trebek's Bar and Grill. 4th place is the Benton Station. They have 158,000. With 185,000 in 3rd place, it's the Chart House. And kicking off this 200,000 point club, actually getting pushed back from 1st place to 2nd, it's Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. They have 273,000 points. And taking over 1st place yet again, it is JR Mac. They currently sit with 279,000 points.
Well, awesome stuff to all those locations and players killing it in Skull Bingo. We do just have 1 minute and 20 seconds to get into this game number 11 with over $140 available on that minor prize in 58 balls or less. Should be some great stuff. But as you guys get enrolled into these final 2 games, we have some celebrity birthdays. The first one of my favorite voices of all time. Born in 1933, we got Nina Simone, a American jazz pianist, singer, songwriter, arranger, and civil rights activist. Did To Be Young, Gifted, and Black, Feeling Good, Wild is the Wind, and so many other big time hits. Feeling Good, one of my favorite favorite vocals by a
It's
female
chilling.
artist of all time. Not even female artist. I shouldn't even put it there. One of my favorite
time, of
vocals
all time.
of all time in any song.
This is the song that started my emotional thing with music.
Really?
This is the first song in my entire life to ever make me cry.
Really? I thought it was
Yeah.
some music video that made you cry on MTV. That was
Oh
the
no,
start
that was
of it.
Chasing Pavements by Adele. That was very close.
I thought that was the start of your
No.
emotional phase.
It might have been. I don't know.
You don't know, but it was within
I was,
this.
I was a child. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't know what song I heard
Sorry,
first.
just stories getting mixed up in my head.
But no, that was like the first time I ever watched MTV. That might have been the
Okay.
first that you're thinking of.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe. But I definitely did get like weird about it. But Feeling Good, that was like chilling. Like when I
Really?
heard the first time that with the beat behind it, I just thought that was such a good song.
Oh, I mean, just amazing vocals in that, and just a really, really intense song. You can hear the power behind her voice while she's singing it, and in a lot of her songs, you can feel that power behind her voice, which is really, really cool. As I don't, hear artists with, that kind of just like, I don't even know how to describe what I mean by saying that they sing with power, but
It's like they put their butt into it. I don't know.
yeah, exactly.
It's like they put like their whole body behind what they're singing.
Exactly, and I don't hear as many artists, having that, to it.
Yeah.
And she's one of those few artists that really knew how to, just
Yeah.
sing with it all.
Happy birthday, Nina Simone. Next up in 1946, we got Alan Rickman. He is the English actor from Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. He was in Die Hard, as well as Harry Potter. He played Voldemort.
He played Voldemort? I did
Almost.
not know that he played.
No, he doesn't. He plays Snape. I'm
he-
so sorry.
I was about to say, I was like, I don't think
He's
he plays
also
Voldemort.
in Sweeney Todd.
He's also in Die Hard.
Yeah.
Let's see, Galaxy Quest in 1999.
I personally never mind. You've obviously seen Sweeney Todd. He's got an incredible scene
Yes.
where he's got a very intimate duet with Johnny Depp. Yeah, it's great.
Really, really cool stuff. We do have a winner here as we have a jackpot of $4,142 in this
Oh,
game,
yes.
number 11. D. Mar over at Flamers, $4,142 going out to you, D. Mar, as we will now be getting rolled into the final game of this great happy hour, this great lunchtime action. But DeMar, I mean, taking home that beautiful $4,000 prize to end off these games. I mean, really great stuff, as we now have a great minor prize of $160 you can take home in 60 balls or less. High likelihood we could see this one going out, and if it doesn't go out, we do have a double Musco still available
That's
in this
right.
game, and if it does go out, then the first game of unhosted game day bingo is
Triple.
going to be a triple Musco, being some pretty huge prizes. So make sure you guys stick around playing these few games of game day bingo. Should be some really exciting stuff, but good job, D-Mar, taking home that nice prize.
Absolutely, and happy birthday, Alan Rickman. Next up in 1955, we got Kelsey Grammer. She is the American actor, comedian, director, and activist. She played Frasier Kane in Cheers and Frasier.
Definitely very iconic, as anyone from Cheers is absolutely huge. And happy birthday to Kelsey Grammer. Next up, born in 1979, we got Jennifer Love Hewitt, a American actress. She played Sarah Reeves in Party of Five.
This is not what I would have credited her for. I grew up as Jennifer Love Hewitt being the stinking ghost whisperer.
That's her?
Yes,
She's
but
the
she's
ghost
beautiful. She's a
whisperer.
beautiful woman. She's been
That-
acting her entire life, and her most iconic is like a decade-long show.
Of her being a
Ghost
ghost.
whisperer.
Yeah, her as a ghost whisperer. I remember my mom was really enjoyed this show.
I did as well. She
And-
kind of reminds me of your mom.
really, that's funny. Hey,
I don't know why, but
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's
I loved it. I loved Ghost Whisperer. I watched that like pretty much my entire childhood.
yes.
It was so good.
No, I remember.
So
It was
good.
very, very interesting. I always thought it was super cool. So
Loved it.
happy birthday, Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Absolutely. Big fan. Next up on the same day in the same year, very different actor, Jordan Peele.
Yeah, American actor, comedian, and director. I mean, actor is a very different than what he's than his
Directing.
director, his comedian work. Very
So
similar
different.
to his acting
Yes.
career, but very different from his director
Acting,
career.
yes.
As he's, I mean, been very successful in many different aspects. You had Key and Peele
The
as
Range.
a long-running comedy show
Yes.
that worked so good. Then you had later on, he just got acting roles, and then as a director has probably been his most successful as a director, doing huge ones like Fargo, Get Out. Also, he just released.
All of them. There's Candyman. There's Us. There's Nope. There's
Yeah, Nope is the last big one that got a lot of big praises for. And so, happy birthday, Jordan Peele.
I don't think any of his works will top Get Out for me, director-wise.
Yes, Get Out
Like,
was just
that,
really well done.
and it was the first one done like that.
Exactly.
And it was like that was just kind of like.
And you didn't know what to expect from a Jordan Peele movie. Now I know what to
Exactly.
expect from a Jordan Peele movie, and so like I don't get as surprised about like the tone and everything
Yes,
like that.
and you're actively searching for Easter eggs because you know all of his movies are riddled with them. Whereas,
Yes.
like in Get Out, when you watched that first time, you needed to watch it at least 2 more times to fully understand premise, like start to
Yeah,
finish.
it was really, really entertaining. Well, happy birthday, Jordan Peele. Great comedian, actor, and director. Next up, born in 1987, we have Elliot Page, a Canadian actor in Juno, as well as
Umbrella Academy.
Umbrella Academy. That was
That's
another
right.
big one.
And
that,
Whip It is one of my favorite movies that they were in.
yes, I mean, absolutely huge. Elliot Page, been a longtime actor from childhood
yes.
still
Oh, my
to
goodness.
current. So, yeah.
Absolutely. Happy birthday, Elliot Page. Next up, in our final celebrity birthday in 1996, I love her. It's Sophie Turner. She's an English actress. She did Game of Thrones, and she's also married to Joe Jonas.
Yeah, and is in the X-Men series as well.
Yes, she is. She's Dark Phoenix.
Yeah, she plays the new Dark Phoenix, which
Yeah,
I didn't.
young Jean Grey.
I did not like her casting as
No.
young Jean Grey.
I also hated her in the first couple seasons of Game of Thrones.
really.
But we won't talk about that.
I've seen her character. Like I heard person like.
That's because she's
on
one
red
of
carpets
the
all the time.
6 surviving characters. Of
She
Game
like
of Thrones.
goes through like the a lot of the series,
Yeah.
like being a main character. That makes sense why she's on so many red carpets
She goes
for Game
through
of Thrones.
a lot in that show.
Yeah, well,
They go through a lot.
happy birthday, Sophie Turner. I mean, Game of Thrones, if you're part of that, that's really, really iconic. And then she's been in a lot of other works, too. Still an up-and-coming actress, but I
Yes,
feel like
yes,
that's
yes,
still
yes.
getting a lot of different roles.
Absolutely, and she's a working mom. Her and Joe Jonas have a couple kids now that they've been married for a few years. Oh, Ben's watching Game of Thrones right now.
Oh, okay.
Have you never watched it? I'm on season 5. Oh, God, he's at the beginning of season 5. That's right where I am.
That's so funny. So,
Yeah.
that's great
I
stuff.
need to talk to Ben about this later.
Well, happy birthday, Sophie Turner. Some movies released on today. 1996, Bottle Rocket has all the Wilson brothers in it. 2003,
All
Old
three?
School, with, yes, all 3 of them. Then you got, that's a Will Ferrell movie with also one of the Wilson brothers in it. And then 2020, Brahms, The Boy 2.
They made a second.
Yeah, I guess.
We have TC Bear, Canada, and S&S, and The Maid, all splitting up that Musco prize. $79.20 getting split between you guys. Nicely done on this final round of Game Day Bingo. Make sure you guys are getting enrolled. We have our first round, a Lucky 4, on the line for you guys. Just 2 minutes to get enrolled. We're going to let you guys loose, but before we do that, we want to talk about the BART. This past weekend, they took home the largest jackpot of $25,702. They are playing over at the Benton Station, and while playing at that location, they supported the Sauk Rapids Youth Hockey Association. They're an association who works to promote a fun, fair, and safe environment that maximizes participation and improves players' skills while developing sportsmanship, teamwork, and self-confidence.
And that's why at the end of every single broadcast, we say, when you play pilot games, your community wins. We'll see ya.
See you guys.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
There it is. 53 balls.
We're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous Days!
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skol, 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 baby!
Really cool seeing John Kriesel. Really cool listening to him talk and his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson.
Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching, cocktails, t-shirts.
Drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
There it is. 53 balls.
We're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous days.
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skull, 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 baby.
Really cool seeing John Creasel. Really cool listening to him talk and his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson.
Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching, cocktails, t-shirts.
Drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
There it is. 53 balls.
We're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous Days!
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skol, 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 baby!
Really cool seeing John Creasel. Really cool listening to him talk and his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson!
Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching, cocktails, t-shirts.
Drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.